Hello, Purple Hearts, and welcome to the Recap episode number 60. Hello, Felicia Fee. How are you, my love? I hope you are doing well. I hope you are nice and cozy and warm. Now, I got a few things I want to say before we get to this recap. If you are new here, welcome. I am Sexy Harlem 125. And I have come here today to go over the recap with you, the questions of the day from last week. Now, I should have been here yesterday, but due to circumstances beyond my control and other things, I decided to come here today instead of yesterday. Now, number one, I will not be playing the music that goes along with the shorts anymore. I got a message from YouTube stating that some of these songs cannot be played in Russia. They can be played everywhere else, but they can't be played in Russia. This is not a strike against my channel. Does not affect my channel at all. So I will be showing the short just without the music. Hey, Sonia J, how are you? Yeah, wow. So I sent them a message. I sent them an email and I said, how is it that you allow us to use this music in the shorts, but when I go back to play my own content, Russia can't hear it? So I didn't get a response back. You know what I'm saying? I just said to myself said, we're going to show the short, but we're not going to play the music. And I know, trust me, I know that the last time I did it, it was nice and everything like that, but I don't want to keep doing it. Just in case they go, oh, so you're not listening, and give me a real strike. So we will not be playing the music. I'll show you the short, but if you want to hear the music, the videos the shorts that I'm going to show are linked in this video as usual, so you won't have to go all over the place to find them, okay? Now, since I got that out of the way, I just said to myself, okay, well, there's more than one way to skin a cat. I just will not play the music. That's all. All right. So now, I got somebody I want to talk to, and I want them to come to the front of the class. Okay? I want them to come to the front of the class. I don't want to hear no hemming, no hawing, none of that shit. Mother Nature, come to the front of the class. Mother Nature, come to the front of the class. Immediately. I have to have, yes, come on down, come on down. Sit right here in front of me, okay? Now, I want you to listen, Mother Nature. Do not interrupt me while I'm talking, because that's going to piss me off, okay? Look at here. I know that you and old man Winter had an argument, okay? And I know what y'all was arguing about. I know what y'all was arguing about. Y'all was arguing about Miss Spring. This happens every year. This happens every single year. Y'all arguing about Miss Spring. But you decided, look at me when I'm talking to you, Mother Nature. Look at me when I'm talking to you. Look me dead in the eye, okay? You decided that you was going to be petty and take it a whole step further. Yes, you did. Got the money, no. You decided that you was going to dump almost 3 feet of snow on the people. I don't understand what any of us have to do with your anger. I don't understand. What do we have to do with your argument with old man Winter because of Miss Spring? I don't get it. In any instance, do y'all hear that? Please hold. Mother Nature, you sit right there until they go by. You decided that you was going to drop 3 feet of snow on the people, all because you had an argument with old man Winter about Miss Spring. Okay. I also heard through the grapevine, look at me when I'm talking to you. I also heard through the grapevine that you are considering dropping more snow on Wednesday and Thursday. Miss Ma'am, I don't know what's wrong with you. I don't get it. It was so beautiful outside. There was no snow. There was no snow on the ground. We had got through that. There was small piles and we was on our way. But you got mad at old man Winter and decided to punish us. Well, I'm going to tell you something. Girlfriend, you are on punishment, okay? If you decide to drop any more snow on Wednesday or Thursday, this punishment will double, okay? You are going to stand in the corner with one leg up and your nose in the corner until next year, okay? until next year. Don't look at me like that. Do not look. I don't listen. I don't need your tears. I don't need you rolling your eyes. I don't need none of that. Okay? What you did to us was wrong. Okay? It was wrong and it was uncalled for. All because you mad at old man Winter about Miss Spring. How dare you? And you know what? Your little son Groundhog, that one, I don't like him. Okay? I'm letting you know right now, I don't like that little motherfucker. Okay? I never liked him. Never! Okay? So I want you to get up and go stand in the corner with one leg up and your face in the damn crack until next year. Okay? Get up and go. I don't want to hear nothing. I don't want to hear nothing. Just get up and go. Get out of my face. Whew. My goodness. I'm sorry y'all had to hear that. But I had to call her to the carpet. Whew. This is ridiculous. It is ridiculous. Get to stepping, Gina. I am so tired of her. This happens every year. Okay. Last year, she threatened and she threatened and she threatened. Okay. You get mad at old man Winter every year. And here you go. You decided to go through with the threat. I'll be damned. Now we got to dig our way out of this. And this is going to take 3 weeks or more to get rid of. Here I thought I was going to be Tootsie rolling in the stores and just shopping my little heart out. No. Now I can't go outside. I cannot go outside. Can't go outside because I can't go outside because Miss Thing decided to do this to us. All right. I do believe that I got her two together, so therefore we can move on. Whew, my goodness. I couldn't even see any of the buildings outside my window. Okay. I couldn't see nothing. And now I'm thinking it's been quiet all day. All day it's been quiet. It's been quiet all day. I haven't heard no fire trucks. I haven't heard no police cars, no ambulances. And as soon as I go live, here they go. Here they go. Please hold. This is something I want to know too. Where are they going? Where are they? They doing it on purpose. I'm telling you, they are subscribed to me. Now I know they are subbed. I know it now. Now I know it. Hold on. Hold on. They are definitely subbed to me. They definitely subbed, and I listen. I want to thank them for being subbed. Okay, thank you for subscribing and trying to get in on the act at 4 o'clock every Sunday or Monday. Okay, thank you. I appreciate it. But I'm gonna mute y'all at every turn. I'm gonna mute y'all at every turn. You got to know that. All right. I don't know where they're going. It sounded like they were on their way towards the highway. Maybe somebody had a spin out. I hope not. If so, I hope they're okay. And, on the serious note, because what Mother Nature did was really uncalled for. And, I'm going to make sure she stays ashamed of herself. Okay. She ain't getting no bread. She ain't getting no water. I'm not feeding her ass at all. And she going to stand on that one leg with her nose in the corner until next year. Oh, God. All right. Now, let's get on with the recap episode number 60. I'm so proud of me. And I'm so proud of y'all for showing up to episode number 60. So let me go ahead and share my screen and get this rolling. Oh, wait a minute. Now the fire truck want to get in on the act. Hold on. Okay. All right. Jesus Christ. Hold up. Let me take this out. Me go back. Here we go. Alrighty then. Because they trying me today. Here we go. All right. So, as you saw, the question, well, we're going to start with the thought of the day. The thought for Monday, 2/16/26 was prediction is difficult, especially if it's about the future. No one can predict the future. I don't care what the fortune teller says. No one can predict the future. Okay? That's how I feel about it. Now, I usually, you know what? I done did this all the way backwards, but I'm gonna keep going. The question for that day was, have you ever been bitten by an animal? Have you ever been bitten by an animal? And I have. And I'm going to tell you what happened. I had just moved on a new block. As a matter of fact, I had just moved to Harlem. I was 10 years old. and my dad brought me a bike. So I was riding my bike around the block. I happened to come up on this dog, and the man had the dog on a leash. So I thought that, he was holding the dog like he was supposed to. Well, I went to ride by, and the dog jumped up and bit me on the ass. My little 10-year-old ass. The dog bit me. So I finished my ride. He asked me if I was okay, and I said, yeah. And I finished my ride. And I went to my building. I went upstairs. I took my bike upstairs, and I went and I told my mother, I said, I just got bit by a dog. And she said, what? Where did the dog bite you? Now my father ready to get his gun, and he getting ready to go outside and shoot the dog. I'm like, oh my God. Long story short, here they come again. Here they come again. Hold, please. Okay, you said by your puppy, but it didn't hurt. He was teething and he like bite ankles. Well, this was a full grown German Shepherd. Okay. This was a full grown German Shepherd. And my parents took me to the hospital and told the doctor what happened. The doctor said, okay. He came back with this long ass needle. I will never forget this shit. He stuck the needle where the dog bit me. I was like, what the fuck? That shit hurted so bad. Yeah. And I think in that instance, back then, we talking about 50 years ago. Okay. As a matter of fact, the hospital was on my block. The name of the hospital was Sydenham Hospital. I don't know if anybody else knows where that hospital used to be. It is now um it has turned into an aging facility. Well, I can't say aging facility. I can say it's a facility for um people who are older than me and can't take care of themselves now. So that's what they turned Sydenham Hospital into. Okay. But he stuck me with the needle, gave me a lollipop, put a band aid on it, and we went home. I was not able to ride my bike for a whole week. I was mad. So there's that. So, yes, I was bitten by an animal. Okay. So now let us move on to Wednesday. Let me share my screen. Okay. Now, That was Wednesday. Wednesday's thought was yesterday is a canceled check. Today is cash on the line. And tomorrow is a promissory note. I like that thought. I think rounds out it rounds out the day. Yesterday is a canceled check. Today is cash on the line. Tomorrow is a promissory note. I especially like tomorrow is a promissory note because tomorrow is not promised to any one of us. Okay? It's not promised to any one of us. Now, the question for that day was if you had unlimited space or an extra room in your home, what would you use it for? Now, I do have an extra room. I do have an extra room in my home, in my apartment. And that extra room has turned into my craft area. Now, I have it so that my craft area is in there. Um, my pantry is in there. And I have a laundry line in there. Oh, makeup candle room. Now that sounds great. So that room is mainly my craft area where I do my paper crafting now. I have origami shelves in that room. So if you know anything about origami shelves, they do not rust, they last forever, and they hold a lot. So that's what I did. I got some origami shelves and it's holding together great. Yes, it is. It is. And I have a table in there and my craft area sits there. It is also my nail room. I do my nails in there. You need shelves? Well, girlfriend, maybe you should run over to HSN because those origami shelves sometimes go on sale around about now. You know, spring is coming, summer is coming. So those shelves hold a lot. They hold a lot. It depends on which size you got. What you say? Now they're gonna cost, I'm gonna tell you, but they are well worth it. The way I have mine done, I have two large origami shelves and I got two single shelves to put between them. So it looks like, no, I got three shelves in between them. So it looks like there are three units when there are really only two. You know what I mean? So, yeah, yeah. Now, that was the question for that day. That's what I use my extra space for. There are, and it's very neat. I keep my things very neat. Everything in their place, and everything has a place. Okay. I don't believe in sloppiness. I do not like um hoarding and all that. Ooh, I can't watch that television show called Hoarders because I start itching. Okay? I start itching. They are very nice, very sturdy. You can even get them in colors. They come in white, black, red, green. I have the steel gray color. I just can't stand sloppiness. I can't do it. I cannot. Everything has a place. Okay. So I just don't understand how people just have stuff all over the place. Ooh. I also have shelving in that room that also holds um a lot of my crafted stuff like stamps, dies, and all that stuff. So yeah, and I got that 12 slot bookcase. I forgot what it's called, but I got it from IKEA. And that was during the pandemic. So yeah. All right, so we are going to move on to Friday. Let me turn this page here. Let me turn the page. Girl, you better turn around and look in that fucking corner. Don't be looking over here at me. All right, let's go to Friday. And there is a mistake in here, but I'm going to correct it. All right. I just got an idea. But I'll do it next time. I will definitely do it next time. So, the thought for that day was choose your friends with caution, plan your future with purpose, and frame your life with faith. Okay? The question, yeah, you laughing because you heard me. And I do my best to do this, choosing my friends with caution. I try to plan my future with purpose and frame my life with faith. I have faith in God, so that's how I frame my life with faith. I try to choose my friends with caution, but evidently I must have slipped up somewhere along the way. So, anyway, the question for that day was what keeps you going? What keeps you going? I really hadn't thought on this. What keeps you going? I believe that all I can say is what keeps me going is my faith in God. That's what keeps me going. Because without Him, nothing else is possible. That's what I believe. Okay? Nothing else is possible. Yep. My kids and family and God. Yep. Exactly. That's what keeps you going. I look forward to this come in here now since we are at episode 60. I look forward. Now, when I did my first episode, I was really, really nervous. That nervousness eased as we came every Sunday. And now I can say I'm absolutely comfortable right now. I am absolutely comfortable coming here and doing my questions of the day with you all because, like I say, that is only fair. I ask you all the questions, and you can either answer on the community wall, or you can come here on Sunday or Monday, or we can do both. You know what I mean? So, by the way, today's question of the day is going to be late because I am here with y'all right now. And I will immediately, once I end my live, I will immediately put the questions of the day for Monday on my community wall and everywhere else I put it. So, this is what I wanted to say. I usually talk about what I did for the week. And this past Thursday, I had to go for a bone density test. Now, sometimes in lupus, with all the medications that we take, they can weaken our bones, okay? Especially the prednisone. The prednisone is a double-edged sword. It helps, but it harms, okay? That's why I see a lot of my loopy family, and I'm talking about all over the world, that take a lot of medications. Sometimes they're in wheelchairs, sometimes they're they're on walkers. And these things happen because of the medication. Okay, so I'm saying that to say that when my doctor, because I remember going to my doctor and telling my doctor that my back was bothering me. So she decided that at my young age of 60 something, she was going to have me, okay, Sonia J, drive carefully. She was going to have me take a bone density test. So I said, okay, well, that's why I was asking certain people what happens during this test. And I was reassured that there was no needles involved and it was a quick procedure, and that was it. It would take no more than 15 minutes. Well, they were right, but nobody told me that, well, in the test for instructions, they tell you not to wear anything metal with zippers or snaps, but all us women, we wear bras. And sometimes those brasiers have snaps at the back. So I had to push the back of my bra up towards my shoulders so that it wouldn't show up on the bone density test. So we was doing okay. My arms was at my sides, and I was just laying there on the table, and I closed my eyes so I would be still, and the machine was doing its thing. And she came to me and she said, all right, now we're going to turn your feet in. I said, turn my feet in. She said, yes, I want you to turn your feet in so that they're facing each other. I said to myself, oh, God, I'm going to tell you something. When I was in junior high school, I took ballet, okay? And this ballet came in handy at this moment, okay? So she turned my feet in the way she wanted them to be. And she said, okay, are you comfortable? I said, yeah, well, as comfortable as I can be. She said, don't worry, it's gonna be over in a minute. A minute turned into 4 minutes. Okay. But I held that position. Some people have a hard time holding that position. Okay. Some people have a hard time holding that position for that many minutes, but I held it. And when the machine stopped, she said, all right, it's over. That took all of 15 minutes. I was able to readjust my bra and do what I needed to do and take my behind on outside, put my coat on and get redressed all over again and bring my ass on home. But I did not go straight home. I went to meet my therapist at Home Depot. I went to meet my therapist at Home Depot for some retail therapy. I got a few things at Home Depot and then I came home. And then I had to go back out the next day to prepare myself for what Miss Thing over there in the corner did. I'm about tired of her. You know what? I think I'm going to send her to her father. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to send her to her father because I don't want to look at her no more. Child, I'm about tired of this. I'm about tired. Here they go again. Let me see. Are they coming this way? No, they not. All right. So there is your recap episode number 60 for 2/16/26, 2/18/26, and 2/20/26. Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. I will be dropping today's questions of the day on the community wall. Come through and answer, or you can wait until Sunday and join me here where we have fun and we laugh for a little bit, probably a half an hour to an hour, depending on what the hell we talking about, okay? Just depending on what we talking about. And I'm waiting for my doctor to call me because I need to understand what this test is all about, okay? Yes, girly. So y'all take great care. Be blessed. Never stress. Don't let nothing stress you because stress kills, okay? And stay safe always. Be careful out there in that snow. I'm getting ready to pack Mother Nature up and send her to her father, okay? I'm getting ready to send her ass to her father. So y'all take care. I love y'all. I'll see y'all here on Sunday. Pay attention to the community wall because if I don't come through on Sunday, I go to the community wall and let y'all know that I'll be here on Monday. So y'all take great care. I love y'all. Stay safe in that snow. Peace. Here they go again. They know I'm getting ready to end this live. That's why they doing this. I'll see y'all later.